And speaking of flying high, the level 40 reward this season is a drone. But it's not just any drone, as this reward features teleportation technology.
There are also 5 different double XP coins available, and 4 different My Team packs, plus sci-fi gear, a Mountain Dew jersey, and more.
The road in the NBA can be a very unfriendly place, but this group of players showing no fear as they arrive at the arena earlier on. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. Now Sacramento's starting 5. They've got Kyrie Irving. Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Lawrence in at point guard. And for Seattle, Julius Randle is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's DeLon Wright, and it's Carroll in at small forward. With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
But let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Rozier. Here's Carroll. Back to Rozier. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
The kick out to Wright. The tray. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. About a minute played so far here in the first. Lawrence passes to Johnson. From the line, Maverick can't hit. For Seattle, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closer. Lays it up and banks it in.
Rozier is confident as an offensive player. He knows he has what it takes to get it done from there.
Outside Irving. And so just over a minute and a half played. Maverick can't hit.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Rozier kicks to Carroll. Now Rozier. Right for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The shot's good from Irving.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The pass to Lawrence. Johnson against Carroll. Johnson can't hit. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Huskies. Trailing by 2.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lawrence passes to Irving. Here's Johnson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Seattle. Here's Maverick. 29 points for him last game against Memphis.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Rozier. Sacramento grabs the miss. Launches it. And Rozier pulls it down. And Seattle shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. It's Carroll on the wing. Irving against Rozier. Irving dishes to Robinson. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Irving for the 3. No good that time. And the Huskies going the other way now. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And the first one drops. Terry Rozier, that 2019 sign and trade changed his career.
You know, going from Boston to Charlotte, Scary Terry got an increased role with the Hornets, and sometimes that's all a player needs. He became a starter there, doubled his scoring average, and it was really a hand-in-glove fit for Rozier.
And it's tied up with that one.
And Terry Rozier is one competitive dude. He has a lot of fire in his game.
You can hear it when you listen to him in interviews, Greg. I mean, he'll tell you what his approach is. He says losing is not an option in terms of his mentality. He plays every game, every possession like it's do or die.
Here's Maverick. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. Randall grabs the board.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Maverick. Seattle able to drain the 3. Johnson outside. Will it go? A nice shot by Maverick. Maverick's got 5 points so far.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Right, the pass to Plumlee. Carroll with the 3. And the Huskies hit again from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Fans, your Seattle Dancers.
Sacramento trails by 3. Johnson outside. Passes it to Johnson. Down low. Here's Lawrence. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Carey. And another basket for Seattle.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Outside Irving. Here's Maverick. 7 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. Huskies with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Maverick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Eubanks, he's checked in for Plumlee. Avdia comes in for Randall. Franz Wagner's checked in for Ogier. And it's Ty Jerome in for Wright. And then for Sacramento, Jackson, he's checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Johnson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Irving. And he's good on the second. Seattle with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Carey. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Back to Jones. There's the pass to Jackson. Johnson surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lawrence. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Jerome passes to Eubanks. Wagner on the wing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
And it's Jones with the ball for Sacramento. 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, and his shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Sacramento making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Jackson kicks to Williams. Pass to Jones. Johnson outside. Passes it to Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Keldon Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Seattle.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
First free throw is good. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And here is Washington. Shades over Abdia. Kicks it out to Johnson. And too long on the shot.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that one's good. Eubanks. And the Huskies lead by 12.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Jones following the bucket by the Huskies. Lock at 6. And good that time.
Isaiah
It
Jackson.
works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wagner outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul him. Franz Wagner wasted no time making a splash in the league. Took home a Rookie of the Month award at the end of 2021. A really good start for him on his budding NBA career.
That's good from Wagner. Wagner's Rookie of the Month award was well-earned, Clark. He is a hard-working player.
Yeah, I agree. He's earned and carved out a spot for this team already, and he's accomplished those feats quite quickly. I mean, Wagner has tremendous potential, I think, and a really bright future. He's a versatile player, a hard-working guy. He's only going to get better.
That one misses.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Drains the three-pointers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wagner outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Eubanks.
2 minutes.
Pass to Jerome. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sacramento trails by 8. Over in the corner, Washington. There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Jones, no luck. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Huskies. Here's Jerome. That one good for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far. and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Washington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
That's a
Second
power
team
drive
foul.
if you've ever seen one.
Shooting
Sheldon
for
Johnson
Sacramento.
is country
Keldon
strong.
Johnson.
He's getting his
Taking 2
first
shots.
free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Johnson.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
Sacramento making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Huskies leading by 9. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, throws down the alley-oop slam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here is Smith. 9-point game his last outing. Inside, it's tipped.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Avdia with it, guarded by Jackson. Avdia, the pass to Eubanks. Wagner outside. Here's Eubanks, defended by Jones, and that one's good. Eubanks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
The first one falls. And so Jones nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Jerome, good. And the Huskies lead by 13.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Seattle. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the Huskies here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Sacramento trails by 13. White is out there with Rozier. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then it's Randall. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Smith. Knocked loose and stolen by Wright. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Wagner's showing you how he can get out and run in the transition game.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Williams passes to Robinson. For 3, Smith. Huskies with the rebound. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Plumlee is checked in for Seattle. And a change for Sacramento. Mavericks checked in for Dennis Smith. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success? He says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Here's Wright. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that,
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
we're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Rozier against Irving. The pass to Lawrence. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. And no good that time. Randall with some nice D. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Lawrence passes to Robinson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Wagner outside. Now, here's Rozier. His last outing, he had 18 points over Irving. And it's Rozier missing.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Here's Maverick. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Washington's checked in for Williams. Sacramento trails by 17. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Washington. And the 3 ball is good.
Washington Jr.
Washington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Wright with the ball for the Huskies. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Rozier against Irving. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And the call will be against Julius Randle.
Julius Randle.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
For Sacramento, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Irving. To the left wing. Washington kicks to Irving. Passes to Lawrence. Wide open look. Good on the shot. Mavericks got 10.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Right with it. Over in the corner, Rozier. Back to Wright. Unloads from 13. And that one, good. Wright's got 4 points in the quarter.
To me, that's just good basketball. I don't care what the analytics say. There's still value in the mid-range game, and Wright showed you right there.
Washington finds Robinson. Here's Maverick. Randall with some nice D.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
On defense, Seattle. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. To the paint, here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Robinson. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Jackson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Robinson hits them both. Now, Wright. Pass to Rozier. Back to Wright. Wagner outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Washington finds Irving. Here's Maverick. He's got 10. Over in the corner, Washington. Sacramento again missing. Seattle leading by 17. Here's Randall. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And for Sacramento, their shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Lawrence. Now, Washington, plenty of space. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Washington's got his second basket of the night. Right, the pass to Wagner. He dishes it to Randall. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And the Huskies lead by 17.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Robinson. Plumlee with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Randall passes to Wright. Wagner outside. Back to Wright. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy's constantly trying to hone his craft.
And he makes the first. For the Huskies, Avdia comes in for Mason Plumlee. And T subbed in for Terry Rozier. Johnson's checked in for Sacramento. Tyus Jones comes in for Maverick. And so Wright nails both of them. Sacramento trails by 19. Johnson outside. Jones against Wright. Jones kicks to Irving. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
3 points.
Irving's got 5.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irvin has the ability to scorch you from there.
Outside Carroll. Here's Randall. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Huskies lead by 18. Johnson outside. Pass to Robinson. Irving against Wagner. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Johnson, and it's denied.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Irving. Pass to Robinson. Johnson with the bounce pass. From deep. Huskies with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Wright. Takes the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Irving. Jones from outside. That one doesn't drop. Seattle goes the other way with it.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers and drawing the whistle.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Seattle. Jerome comes in for Franz Wagner. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying to make up ground.
Up top right, defended by Jones. Back to right. From deep three-point range, Johnson with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the 1st quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Here's Eubanks. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the basket by Jones.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And the pass to Jerome. Avdia, the pass to Jerome. Here's Eubanks, guarded by Jackson. Jones against Wright. Here's Eubanks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Eubanks got 8 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Johnson's shot is off. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Huskies. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Johnson outside. Looking to get it going. And it's blocked. And so it's Seattle rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the 2nd half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the 2nd half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 2nd half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Taking a look at the Huskies. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to it.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
I know teams love to rely on the 3 these days, but you got to know when to get away. They did, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The 3rd quarter just about to get started.
And with the 2nd half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from T.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Irving. And it's Lawrence in at the point. Irving for three. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Carroll's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Wright. Sweet little floater. Wright's got 11 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Feeds to Irving. Over Rozier. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Huskies on offense. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
For Seattle, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
One shot.
And that one falls for Carroll. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Johnson down low. Randall on him. Johnson, good.
Stanley Johnson.
Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Randall down low, covered by Johnson. Randall with the bucket.
Doesn't have the fastest release. Randall has to hit that one with the hand in his face.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Johnson, the pass to Lawrence. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
Yeah, but just the 2nd turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Irving, puts up a 3, drills the 3-pointer. Irving's got 8 points.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Now here's Wright. 11 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Second team foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Johnson outside. Here's Maverick, guarded by Wright. Six to shoot. Here's Maverick. He's got 10. No good on the shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Passes it to Wright. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there by Johnson. Johnson outside. Irving against Rozier. Irving dishes to Johnson. Pass to Lawrence. Launches a three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Huskies ball.
And Seattle making a change here. Wagner's checked in. The Huskies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Deep two from Carroll. And they get it back. Wagner with it. Robinson picks him up. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wagner missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Sacramento moving it around. Here's Irving. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Wagner's got the ball here for Seattle. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. It's Carroll on the wing. Covered by Irving. The shot by Carroll no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Huskies will retain possession. Washington's checked in for Sacramento.
Dwayne Washington, Jr.
Irving against Wagner. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Back to Irving. Shoots over Wagner. Drained for 2 points. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now the pass to Plumlee. And here's Wagner. Over Irving. Here's Randall. Good D by Johnson.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And that one's good, Irving.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Pass to Carroll. Now, here's Wagner. Covered by Irving. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
For Sacramento, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Outside Irving. Pass to Robinson. Johnson up top. To the wing right side. Irving against Wagner. Irving, good.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Loves showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Rozier kicks to Wagner. Trying to get open is Randall, and it's Wagner missing. For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Maverick can't hit.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
It's Carroll on the wing. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach
knows
knows.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Huskies. Eubanks, he's checked in for Plumlee. Avdia comes in for Randall. And it's Ty Jerome in for Wagner. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Jackson, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Williams comes in for Keldon Johnson. Smith checked in for Washington. And Jones subbed in for Maverick. Carroll for 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Smith outside. Pass to Irving. .11 feet out and he hits it. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Jerome. He has 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The pass to Jones. The kick out to Irving. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. The shot comes out, and the Huskies going the other way now. Here's Rozier. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Rozier's got 6.
You cannot afford to ignore Rozier in those situations. I mean, he's a good rebounder for a guard.
Rozier against Jones. In the corner, Irving with it. To the middle. Williams can't get it to go. And Seattle shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Avdia. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jones kicks to Smith. Outside Jackson. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now